Welcome, everybody. I have COVID. This really sucks, but we're going to get through it for tonight. Uh, in about an hour and 15 minutes, we'll take a break because I have to take this medication at a very specific time. And Donald has children that need to go to bed. So about 8:15, we're going to aim for our break. But all that being said, did everybody do their homework and go see the movie?
I did not. I took the kids to the Mario movie instead.
Not both?
Bro, I don't have time.
Wow, he really didn't have time.
Wow.
He's like, shit, I'll go watch it right now. Okay, now that he's gone. Oh, dang it. I think
I was literally saying, like, dude, I make D&D happen because I make it happen. Like,
Yes.
and I just got yeeted out. I was like, all right, well, that was my sign. Nah.
All right, well, go see it.
I-
It's really good, and I actually enjoyed it more than I thought I would.
I spent a solid portion after the movie going, okay, what character have I met before? And I'm like going through my list. I'm like, okay, someone from this campaign or the Lose campaign. Like, who could it be with, Slavin or. And then I was like, well, maybe it was just a freaking mimic. It didn't have a red rocket, but like we've seen mimics. And then it occurred to me. And I remembered the description of it, and I went, oh my God, it's perfect. Yeah. No, that's exactly how it worked. Also, why does everyone keep leaving?
That one wasn't me.
As my DM was being mean to me.
So
No.
with the spell components and everything that I was just talking about, are there any spell components? We're going to do a little bit of shopping trip right now. Are there any spell components that you guys need to buy to make sure that you have what you need for your second level spells?
I get second level spells.
Do I get-
Probably. What was that?
Do I get second?
I said probably.
I know.
When you figure it out, let me know, and I have my little price list.
So I think
I'm
I
not
think the
aware
only
of
thing I
having
need
any
component-
money.
You should have started with some just in your regular character building, like the whole you're a pauper or rich or
I
whatever.
chose equipment instead of money.
So you don't have any money. You do have a job though, and it has been a week, so you will at least have 5 gold.
Don't you get money when you do? Well, he doesn't because he failed the test. Don't you get money with your background?
Trying to help him out, Tim.
I was gonna be like, oh, but we did the races. I was like, no, that was me. I won.
Yeah, no,
I just love that. Like York was literally like, well, I know which one's gonna win, and I'm like, I'm so glad he won. He won. So like stuff that I would find, like one spell I need is literally dirt. Do I need to pay for dirt?
No.
But can I just? I think that's the only because I've actually been grabbing non-material focus.
Pocket sand.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Unless you need specifically graveyard dirt, in which case there is a price for that.
No, I need dirt to let me run faster for a little bit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So are you playing it? Because I know if you have like a focus or a component pouch, that's just supposed to cover it. Are you playing it a little more that doesn't cover it? Like if it's, what's in your component pouch, you got to refill it, that sort of thing?
Especially in 5e with a component pouch, you ignore components unless they have a specified cost in GP.
Yeah. So are
Sit there with an
we?
arcane focus.
So I have the arcane focus, my gloves. And none of my spells have a dollar component, a money component. So am I good or
If you have a component pouch, then yes, you would be. Unless, of course, it does say something has a specific cost, like Andrew said.
York goes and grabs dirt.
It just slowly lowers to the ground and just scoops it up, sticks it in his jacket pocket.
I'm literally putting it in my inventory.
I noticed that everyone was putting their schedules in the
Dirt.
chat. Is that
Yes.
something that you asked for us to do? Or...
Today I did.
Ah,
he got COVID? We skipped class, and that was what we're doing instead. Is given timelines.
Another question I have, with developing relationships, today in this session, is there anybody that you each are particularly interested in having a role play with to increase or decrease those friendships or rivalries? Out of all of the named NPCs in here.
interact with Mina Lee just because I haven't really interacted with her yet. The the cafe coworker.
Mina. Okay, she could be there tonight. I don't know where she went, but she was there. Where the heck did she go? She's gone.
Is there really any other NPCs besides the main honcho for the lifting workout place, whatever? Sorry, I'm getting food. I'm getting distracted.
A distraction.
I want to say that there was a couple that
I got some crab ragu.
you have. You have Xanther Bowen, who is intramural gymnastics club and Mage Tower cheer squad. He's kind of a buffer guy. You have Urs Matok, who's the Fantastical Horticulture Club. Um,
I mean, to save time since I'm eating, I can just say no right now. Not a big deal.
Rosie, there is Rosie was Fedlims, who is the intramural fields referee that you'd probably have run into a few times if you were outside playing any kind of extracurricular sport. There's Silk Ball Club, Iron Lifter Society. You've got Greta Gorin, of course. Yeah, that's about all.
Was that a female dwarf? Is that what it was?
Greta
I don't
Gorin
remember.
is a female dwarf, yes.
Kudos to her. I guess I'll try to be buddy with her then.
Okay.
Oh.
She could be of some benefit to everybody at some point. Tim, what about you?
Let's see. Well, I've got 3 different ones I could do. Actually, 4. I put what's his name? Quintilius on there.
Oh yeah.
He's a negative point.
Oh, for
I wouldn't
sure.
say rival. That's not quite the right term. Misguided youth.
I mean, I guess I should put a negative point since I punched him. Well,
That's why I was like, it doesn't really fall into
It's a negative point to all of you.
do I have to worry about him booing, or is that
Not
like a lot of
me.
points?
I didn't do anything to him.
No,
That's
you do
true.
not. You are correct. Dell, the man who's friends with everyone. but only
he should
keeps
have
to
came to his
himself.
senses and realized he was in the wrong, and then thanked me for punching him because he was so wrong.
I'd either do Stout Claw. He's at the Bowen Tavern, or Rampart. He's the Elephantine in the chess club.
Stout Claw will be there. As well will be a couple of people that you work with, actually, since we're going to be in the Bozen Tavern.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, you said be there. Where's there?
Well, I mean, ultimately, it's up to you guys to decide where you want to go. But let's get started. I have a loading GIF from Philip, so I assume that he is relatively close.
Okay, well, everyone else is shunning Quintilius. Saw that he clearly has a troubled childhood, and she's going to try and unpack that a little bit.
Sure.
In a not flirt, it doesn't want to be misinterpreted, but like bring him a sandwich, check on him.
I mean, he did kill his son, I guess.
We can make that happen too. All right, let me pull your characters over. Heck are you guys? I don't remember where I left you. No, right here.
So, since we took a test, how long have we been at school?
It's been a week. So, when it comes to like if you've had a job that you've been making money with, you will have made your week's worth of wages.
Is that standard between all the jobs? Oh, I guess I can
5
look
gold. Yes, 5 gold is the standard across all jobs. I thought you were too rich for a job.
I'm trying. I don't want to just be like I'm rich. So,
You've never got too much money to have more money.
That is truer
especially,
words have not been spoken.
especially getting that chunk of money for winning the race. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna earn my money. Like,
Was the only thing we got from the test is the student dice. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I will double check, but yes.
I thought you said there was something else that we got, but like I can't.
well,
Well, you
you got
advanced to
two for
second
acing
level.
it, and then you got 2 dice for acing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That the level up. So to catch Philip up really quickly, if you need any spell components, I have a price list for them. Just give me what you need and we can make that transaction happen. It's been a week since the test, so if you've had a job, you'll get the 5 gold that you'll have for that week. And 3, is there any named NPC that you would like to role play with tonight to either increase or decrease your friendliness with them?
Gosh, I really want to say Matak just for the voice. It's because I love my boy.
He's a kind of froggy looking guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's fun.
He's an orc. No wonder he looks so ugly.
Let's see, what's my coworker's name?
Did you say he's an orc and he's ugly? Hey, he's of noble heritage, okay?
That's one with the way to call it.
First to class, last to leave, and always asking for additional homework. That's the first line of his bio.
Yeah, screw that guy. I'm gonna talk to Shuvadri Glintmantle, my coworker.
Ooh, a lawful good owlin.
Yeah.
Shuvadri. Okay. So, It's been a little bit since your magical physiology's exam. You've had some time to kind of relax. Your teacher's gone a little bit easy and actually even canceled lecture one day this week, which was pretty exciting. So you got the afternoon off. But as students kind of mill around the central campus where you are, where most people end up hanging out, there's these just whoops of excitement that start to fill the air. It's about 6 o'clock, and you start hearing through the whisperings of town that for the first time for this year, the Bosun Tavern is open. Billy, you are aware of this because you had already gotten a job in the kitchen and you had been prepping. And since your first year, they didn't make you work on opening night for the year. Felt like it would be a little stressful for you. So they left it to the big guns. But on the, there, a lot of people are just kind of freaking out and super excited about the Bosun Tavern being open. On the tavern's patio, you see 3 student mages with brightly colored hair begin to sing a jaunty tune and pluck at dulcimers as a crowd heads in that direction. It's at about that time where Urs McTalk, who I had already picked out, this wasn't you, but, who I had already picked out, says, guys, you're not going to believe it. The Bosun Tavern is open, and I've heard that they finally got some Gizzard machines in there, and you've got to come play.
There's a tavern on campus?
A wizard's gizzard? Do wizards have gizzards?
But they're little things. They're little things you play a game with. Here, just come play with us. I'll show you how it works.
I am not offering any of my gizzards.
I'm offering some of his gizzards. I also follow.
Archie,
You actually have some gizzards on you?
I
Oh,
hope not.
no, but I know where some are every night.
No.
Del, come on.
No.
Del, come on, Del.
Just one. How many do you have?
All of you simultaneously.
Hmm.
I follow.
So let me just explain how this works, okay? Like how exciting the game of Wizard Gizzard is. So like you have these little devices. They're called Wizard Gizzards, and they they help student mages practice their aim with magical rays in the science classes. But when you hit the top of it, it kind of shoots a sphere of magic out of its funnel, and then the sphere dissipates whenever it touches something. But it just kind of helps you learn how to aim for it. But they don't last for very long, and as they get older, they make these funny little clucking noises when they shoot the spheres out. And they kind of look like gizzards when they start to wear out, which is where the name comes from. So whenever they are too unpredictable for them to use in class, we steal them and we bring them to Bosun Tavern and we play Wizard Gizzard. You basically have to you have to lob a sphere from the Wizard Gizzard and have it land in a bucket on the floor. And it goes over for a minute, and whoever gets the most in a minute wins the round.
So let's say someone's magic ability was minimal at best. Can they play this game?
Yeah, you can. You might suck though, and he runs off ahead.
Oh, I was literally about to say asking for a friend, but
Too late. Okay.
So you guys want to go to the Bosun?
Yeah.
You don't
Want to
have
do some
to.
wizard gizzards?
the guy
Alright.
needs
Excellent training.
the guy
Excellent
needs his head
advice.
in a toilet.
So like, is this just something that is on campus, or is this a game that the more general populace might know of?
This is definitely a campus game.
Campus game.
Well, I mean, other people may have heard of it, like alums of
Someone
the,
who was on campus and then left.
yeah, they might have kind of brought it to their group of friends, but it's a scientific tool that most people
Yeah.
probably aren't going to have lying around.
And they steal them, so it's probably not a campus approved.
Yeah, and that. So you guys head over to the Bows End. It is Weber Haven's most popular late night hangout. It opens at 6. It closes at 11 on school nights and 2 a.m. on weekends. It's squat, but it's a comfortable looking building. It's gleaming wooden exterior, carved and overlapping Weber Haven star motifs. The interior is dim and cozy, but a skosh loud, featuring rich mahogany floors, well-worn furniture of oak and black leather. There are live musical acts that often set up on the tavern's patio, which you've already seen. The 3 student mages singing and blasting their magic spells up into the air. But students, faculty, staff, everybody, it kind of gathers together in this place, and it's kind of a place off campus that's still on campus, if that makes sense. Doesn't really feel like you're on campus anymore once you walk in here. It feels just more like a good old-fashioned tavern. When you walk in, of course, you go past the patio seating. Let me bring you up onto this map. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. So you come up on the patio seating, and as you enter through the double doors, you see lots of seating all around you. This is the most crowded area of the tavern. Lighting, stupid lighting. Stupid lighting. Stupid.
Oh, never mind. My eyes were closed.
Billy, you are already accustomed to how this looks. You know the layout of the place. You've done your little orientation days. Jara's being persuasive. To whom?
Something.
We may not never know.
Works, guys.
At the opening hour, the tavern seating is arranged nicely, as you see on the map. But in short order, student patrons are going to shift these tables and chairs to accommodate hangouts, tavern games, and other shenanigans that happen in this area. Just remember, if he ever shenanigans once, you know he's going to shenan again. Remember to tell your children that.
You know what? I like it. I actually like that one.
It's a good one, right?
Yeah.
The server station is in the center, where there are 4 older student employees that are making drinks for the tavern's patrons and passing food orders for the kitchen in the back. The food on offer right now is Caster's stew, which is a hearty bowl of venison, gravy, and root vegetables served with mashed potatoes and thick cut toast. And Curdy's special, it's named for the chef, Curdy Axchucker, who Billy works for. And it rotates between dishes. Tonight's the Magister's Delight. No one's 100% certain what goes into the dishes, and Billy really can't tell you either. But the servers always ask patrons about possible allergies, just in case. Other than that, you've got your water, your coffee, your colas, your teas, and your premium fare, if you may call it. You got all kinds of drinks that you can get here. Of course, you have your normal tavern brews. You have the Bows End Ale. They're also working on a Bows End Hefeweizen, which is pretty good. Little tart, but it's got a good apple, like Macintosh apple flavor to it, with some notes of apricot and cinnamon behind it, which is it's a pretty interesting and complex beer. The tavern's manager, you can see, is kind of skulking around, and skulking is kind of a funny word to say. As Billy knows, Tusktooth, who is a orc, who's a gladiator in a past life, is a massive man who basically stands behind the bar and kind of just keeps an eye out for everything that's going on. And especially remains watchful over Javanish Stoutclaw, who works up in the front. So that's kind of the scene that you see in front of you. There's a lot of people that you recognize throughout. There's Greta Goran and Shuvadri Glenmantle that are talking to each other over here. Urs McTuck has pulled himself right up to the middle of the bar and is having a ton of difficulty really trying to get anybody's attention. Mina Lee is sitting kind of more off to herself in the corner, which is odd for her personality. And then Quintilius, of course, being the ringleader of everything he feels like he's the ringleader of, is surrounded by many friends, as he certainly talks himself up a little bit more than he's actually worth.
Activities haven't started.
What day of
yet.
the week
There's-
is it?
Yep.
Okay.
What?
Wednesday?
So Urzmatok is trying to get things started and being successful at the moment.
They are, as you kind of look around, there are a couple of tables off to the left over here that you see. There are a couple of people gathered around and moving some chairs around, and you can hear the kind of snapping and popping noises of little magical spells going off and a couple little dazzling lights. If you're going to assume that something magical gamey is kind of happening, it's probably going to be over there. Urs McTuck just looks like he's trying to get himself a drink before he gets over there. But he only has his fake ID on him, so it's a little odd.
What is the legal drinking age?
12. No, I'm just kidding. It's 18, 17. It's kind of the European rules where like if you're like 16 or 17, you can have like beer or wine, but anything harder than that, you got to be older than 18. Urs McTuck is 16. He's a little young.
I can't hear you, CJ.
Oh. Not that one.
There we go.
No, we can hear you now.
Well, York's
Check
gonna be like,
one,
well, I'm gonna
two.
grab a drink. You guys want anything?
No, I'm good.
How old are you?
What did I say? I think I actually am 15.
He sits thinking.
Oh, I put it on my sheet. That's what I'm trying to double check.
The sheet that has all the answers.
Yeah, I'm 15, but I'm like, they're gonna give it to me. I'm a noble. That's fine.
And Dell's gonna look and be like, "Oh, there's my coworker. Everyone, I work with her. Are your coworkers here as well?"
Billy definitely waves.
Um,
Hi,
maybe
Dell's
you should introduce
coworker.
us then.
Miss Lee, Miss Lee.
Hi. How's it going?
Hello, wonderful to meet you.
Oh, you brought friends.
Oh,
Hi,
yes,
Miss Lee.
This is my study group.
Your study group. What class are you taking?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the one that we all share is the see, basic magical auras is the one that we all share, but then we spread out a little bit from there. But anyway, just wanted to introduce you just to prove that I do have friends. Yes,
You know, I was starting to question it because you're a little bit quiet at work.
I just wanted. I mean, the job doesn't specify you must speak. It's just, what would you like to drink? Here's your drink.
But
Yeah.
you also
She's
you
like that.
introduced us as your study group, not as your friends. So what if she thinks we're not your friends?
Yeah, what the heck, Rooney?
Oh, I am also roommates with this one.
Hi, I'm his roommate.
And-
He's also quiet in the room too.
You know, there is one thing I've never really gotten to ask you that you've been here since you've been here. Where is your accent from? I cannot place it.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
me
I
flip
just have a
back to
speech
my
impediment.
character sheet.
Yeah, that one I guessed. You're probably some kind of royalty or something. Some lineage down there, right? Probably a friggin' ballad more. A bunch of jerks.
What's a ballad more? Wait.
By his
There's something
reaction,
about
he
that
is.
in history?
You should
What?
learn.
Yori?
So where's your accent from?
Oh, I come from the swamps of the place that I forgot where I wrote it down. And
Sounds so foreign. I want to know everything about it.
oh, I'm sure we'll talk about it all at work. But
Because you do so much talking at work.
well, I suppose I must. And I must introduce people as my friends. But yes, this is Billy. This is Yorick. Balladmore, apparently. This is Jera. This is Archibald. Archie. What do you? He's my
It
roomie.
is wonderful to meet you all. You guys should come around to the cafe a little bit more often and buy stuff from me because I get commission. And then, or you could buy from Dell, I guess. But also you, and she points to Yorick. I have so many questions for you, and we're gonna get to them later. Like,
Uh,
I don't have like my notebook with me right now, or my speaking stone to take notes, but I have questions, and you have answers, and I'm gonna write them down.
Anything I should prepare for?
Mostly highly personal questions, nothing big.
Oh, nothing big.
Mostly.
At least
You're
you'll
a
know the
Balladmore.
answers.
You're a Balladmore. You like talking about yourself. Shouldn't be any,
I mean,
aren't you? You're a Balladmore, aren't you?
I don't like talking about myself. I don't know what that's doing anything.
Well, if history says anything otherwise.
But it was great to see you, Mina. We must go and talk to our other coworkers.
Are you guys here to play Wizard Gizzard?
Yep.
That's right. We're here to play with the wizard gizzards.
Not mine though.
Yes, after I go get a drink, but yes.
Yeah, grab a drink, just enjoy yourselves. Don't take it seriously. Don't get all wrapped up in it. And definitely don't get like duped by some of the upper levels who've been playing the game for a long time.
On a side note to that, someone who doesn't know too much about magic, what should I be prepared for on being duped?
Well,
Asking for a
like
friend.
people that act like they can't play and then they put a bet on the table and then all of a sudden they're
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah.
Hustle.
A hustle.
Amagor, the swamps of Amagor. I just remembered.
Are you sure he hasn't had anything to drink?
I
I mean, I've been
tea.
offering and he didn't say anything.
All right. Well, you guys have fun, okay?
You too.
Don't
Farewell,
get into
Mina.
any too much trouble. Don't get the place shut down the first night, okay? All right, Yorick, you're approaching the bar. You're gonna try and get a drink.
I am.
After you kind of squish up right next to Erzmiktok, who looks over and then up at you, says they're really busy. They're really busy right now. But almost immediately, Javanesh walks up over to you. What do you want?
2 house ales, please.
Roll deception.
Reception.
Deception.
16. I need to roll 2 of those, not 1. can I do? How do I?
Gulp.
All right. She looks at you and she goes, yeah, just give me 1 minute. And she kind of walks over to the back.
If it helps at all, I wasn't trying to lie at my age. I was gonna try to invoke my position of privilege as my background trait.
I didn't say you wouldn't get that chance.
I was just saying if it helped at all.
She comes back to the front with Tolk Tusktooth, who doesn't have to look up to you. He looks you square in the eyes. He's 7 foot tall.
Sweet.
So, this the kid that wants to buy alcohol underage? Yep, that's the one. I'm gonna go over here and serve this guy. Excuse
There's
me.
there's an age limit.
One wine, please. Were you born on this planet? It's the same age in all of Arlencia.
Guess it never came up. I just ask and I get usually. Throw down some coin. Bada bing, bada boom.
Well, how much coin do you have?
He looks in his coin purse and tries to do quick math and he says some.
We'll take some of your daddy's money. Go get your alcohol elsewhere. Do you want a white or a red wine? There's a difference. Is there something between like a rose?
The white is more sweet and it tends to has less leg. And then the red is more thick and bitter and it usually will have thicker legs.
And if it helps, they're kind of color coded. One of
can't
them's white and the other one's red, and I bet you can guess which.
You can't go wrong with a good Pinot Grigio.
I guess I'll get whatever he said. She's like, all right. And she pulls out a wine glass and pops a bottle that's been open for way too long and pours him a glass of the house white.
Ew. Yeah. York's gonna see that and he's like, then never mind, we're good.
All right. Nice talking to you. You can hang around, but if you want a tea or coffee or something, we'll get you that. But you're a little young.
We have space in the Iron Lifting Society. If you want to join, you'd be a good fit.
Kid, I am 47 years old.
Billy definitely pipes up and is like, never
I
too
look at
old.
Billy. I look at Billy and I was like, is that a problem?
I
Never.
have my master's in magical cooking. I don't need to go back to school for anything. And if you were a true member of the Powerlifter Society, you'd have seen my name up on a lot of those trophies in that cage up there.
And the name is. You just kind of walked up to me, so I don't know who you are, man.
Urs McTalk leans over and goes, "That's the bulk. Talk tusk tooth."
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
Typical first year. Anyway, you need anything else, Chavanish? Nope. Taking care. All right. I'm gonna go sit in the back. Anybody else want to get a drink or anything?
No.
All right. So we got Shivadri and Greta sitting off to the side. Urs McTalk has his wine that he's gonna drink, and it's gonna taste just great. But he heads off over to the wizard gizzard table. How did what is this?
I have no idea.
How did I put that there?
I don't know, but it appears to be the second one.
Oh,
How did
No, it multiplied.
It's the. Are those my rolls? I mean, they were.
huh? You can just drag your roll over onto the screen.
What the what? Why would? I mean,
Oh, this is a mistake.
I guess I'm
Um,
used for that, but interesting.
Tim, I knew it was you the second it was just like across the map.
So was that our rolls?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I had accidentally grabbed the 2 and like I saw the die, so I didn't actually like see it go on the map though until John said something. Oh, I can't delete it. Oh yeah, I can.
That was really weird. All right. So Wizard Gizzard. It's relatively similar to beer pong-ish kind of thing. You see the setting, it's in a kind of weird way, really. So you're gonna play multiple rounds. If you decide to play, you can just watch if you want. There's a bucket in the middle, and there are 3 tables kind of off one below, kind of in a triangle around the bucket. And on each of those tables is a small it's like a funnel on the side of it's like an oil lamp almost, with a funnel on the front of it, where basically you would aim your magical orb at the back, and it would kind of right through the center of it from the top down, and it would shoot out the funnel. Now, normally these things are very well trained and scientifically accurate. Like if you shoot it in this one that's labeled for 45 degrees, it's going to take that and it's going to shoot out at a 45-degree angle, or whatever degree that you need. And it's used for all different kinds of things, for rays and things like that, scientific experiments. But as they get used, they get a little bit warped and they get a little funky, and they don't exactly go exactly where you want them to go all the time. And that's when they use them for Wizard Gizzard. So it's more of like have you seen those games where, I don't know who invented this or who thought it was a good idea, but it's like a pole in the middle of the yard, and it's got like a bucket on top of it with like 3 holes in the bottom, and the people just chuck a ball up into it and it falls down one of the 3 holes. Like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of like that. With each one of those Wizard Gizzards, it shoots out of one of those. It kind of shoots out in some random direction every time, but you can kind of help guide it with your magical influence. So the game takes a minute to play, and the person who lands the most spheres in the bucket during that minute wins the game. And then it's a knockout championship. It's going to be best of 5 out of 7. If you are wanting to, there's a lot of people that are gathering around. You can just sit back and watch. You can enjoy. You can just gamble if you want to. Sit back and drink and just enjoy being around other people. If you want to play, you can. If you want to get a little bit more involved, you can encourage a certain participant or heckle a certain participant. Or if you want to go talk to a friend or somebody in the bar, that's absolutely perfect as well, whichever you guys would prefer to do. But the games will be commencing here shortly.
Well, I think I'm going to embarrass myself and give that a shot.
All right.
Jared
Part
is
of the
going to
college
immediately, when he says that, going to turn to him and say, "You can do it. You're going to do a great job. I believe in you." And she's going to inspire him.
Hey,
Nice.
And also encourage whatever that was. Going to do that too.
Encouraging will be what you'll do on your turn. And it will be giving the advantage on that turn when we get there. York's
so-
gonna play.
So when we encourage, we roll for that, right?
The encouragement is yeah, it's a roll. It's kind of a pass or fail.
Okay.
See, and if
So
you
then-
pass, then that person would get advantage.
So then, can I encourage an encourager?
No.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
you can, but it won't do anything.
It won't give the encourager advantage whenever he encourages the participant.
You should allow it.
I mean, you can do the help action, which I guess would be the same thing.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
Well, thank you, John. I feel very inspired.
Billy and Dell, what are you guys doing?
Dell's gonna whip out his
Gizzards?
his very basic school wand and be like, "All right, time to test this new thing out." Yeah, you going to do it as well, Billy?
Yeah, you're only in college once, right?
No.
Unless you go back.
Well, you're only a first year. Like the first time you're a first year only happens once.
Unless you go back in time.
And
How
but then
is it possible?
that's the first time. So it's
I-
still
I'm
only
waiting.
the first. Because the person who goes back in time has already had a first. Like a virgin who has sex and then goes back in time is not a
That's
virgin,
fair.
even if they're having sex before they stop being a.
I suppose it depends on their method of time travel. We will need to discuss this. I have theories.
Okay. Yeah. No, we can discuss it.
Physical
Let's
versus mental.
shoot some magic balls out of the thing and get them in the bucket.
A little nervous going against the guys who aced the last test, but give it our best shot.
We did ace the last test. I forgot.
All right. So we got Billy, York, and Dell that are going to be playing, and we have Jara, who is going to be encouraging or discouraging, I guess, if she decides to, and then Archie, who is going to be encouraging or discouraging the encourager or discourager.
Although he may switch roles and encourage his roomie now that his roomie's in the ring.
What?
Room 302B.
Yeah. Right
Three
there.
oh two.
I mean, well, I mean, you got to support your roomie.
I mean,
All right, I gotta get some paper out if we're gonna do.
I mean, don't we basically live in my room with all the studying we do?
Okay, what's your room?
that's fair.
Hmm.
Your room.
What's your room? All this gets written down. 302B is canon now.
Yeah.
What's
on the Wyndham
yours?
side.
I can't be appropriate enough, so I'll wait for the DM to assign my number.
He's
428.
he is
28.
800B.
Boob. It's boob.
And someone has definitely scratched like an S at the end. Just a little one.
It's okay, as long as they don't cover up the B and it's boo, and I'd be scared.
Okay, I'm gonna put that. TikTok.
It's just aspirin with the A and the S scrape off.
Billy, did you say 400A?
I said 302B.
Oh, yes, you said 32B, and Billy
Oh,
was
Billy, not
Oh, Billy was joking and said 420A.
420.
Yeah. I was not actually.
So that wasn't
800B.
because I wrote it
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna stick with it. It's
Nice.
it's 420A, and it's one of those things he didn't initially get it.
down.
Someone had to explain it to him because they're like, nice. And he's like, yeah, it's a pretty good room, you know.
Thank you.
It's not the best view, but like it's not terrible. And they're like, no, 420, nice. And he's like, yeah, 420A. It's great. What room are you in?
What about you?
I honestly cannot imagine the hell that being 40 years old and having to live on campus in a dorm would be. Hell.
I just imagine like you get grounded while York keeps consistently asking your advice on his study.
Like you can't get away from anybody. They just walk up to your door, like at any time of any day or night. I mean, I guess that could happen with a house too, but
We're here for the party.
I mean, I feel like he accidentally became the de facto RA. Like he's not the RA, but like he's twice the age of the actual RA.
Yeah.
And so people come to him for advice and he's like, all right, you just do this. Not a big deal.
Does the RA also come to Billy for advice? Like, hey man, I don't know how to handle this situation.
Yes.
Yes, every now and then. And like it's a little bit embarrassed, like it's a little bit ashamed. And Billy's like, no, it's fine. You just need more experience. You know, you're gonna get there. You'll be great.
York is like definitely gave you a speaking stone that is one way only to that stone. I'm like, Billy, are you up? And yeah, I am now. Okay, good. I had this question.
Are speaking stones, should they be canon as they are in
So
Well, they certainly can't be more
There are-
advanced. So
there are sending stones that are less advanced than the speaking stones that we had with oh god, what was his name? Lizard Boy.
yeah.
Hector.
Hector. Because like Hector's could go back and forth a whole bunch of times and like did a whole bunch of other things,
Oh,
whereas
that's right.
sending stones are a little more primitive, and like that makes sense. You know, Hector had he'd taken something that existed and made it not better,
Enhance certain qualities.
Yeah.
but certainly more.
It made it more.
Okay. Yeah, I know. You're right. I couldn't remember how we had done that. Okay. So we're gonna play our game. So we're it's best 5 out of 7. Sorry. Should I do 5 out of 7? That's gonna take a while. Let's do
3 out
best
of 5.
3 out of 5. And it's for, so you have 2 teams. So 6 players total. So you'll go best 3 out of 5 with the first 3, and the lowest is kicked. Does that make sense? And then the next 3 will play, and the lowest gets kicked. And then it just gets, and then that'll be 4 people left, and then they add the table in, and it'll be just 2 and 2. Whoever wins gets kicked, whoever wins gets kicked, and then it'll be the final. Does that make sense?
Yeah, York would definitely try to be not in the group of those two.
Okay. Well, the other 2 players, or other 3 players, I should actually say, are going to be Erzmigtag and Quintilius versus, well, with Yorick, I guess, versus Billy, Dell, Archie, and Jara are off to the side. And oh, Archie, don't forget Tobias.
Yeah, I don't have control over him.
Oh, I should give you control over him. Frog.
Sorry, he said he's
Controlled
he doesn't have
by
control. He's not
determined-
trained yet. He doesn't have control.
Still
over it.
working on it. Don't pee on the floor, Tobias. Come on.
I'll have to figure that out later.
Okay, sounds good.
But yes, I will do that. So it's going to be Quintilius, Erzmigtag, and Yorick on one side, at least at the beginning. Billy, Dell, and Greta on the other side. Those watching are going to be Shivadri and Mina, and then Archie and Jara are off to the side as well. Curdy is just cooking up a bunch of food in the back. So let's begin. So we're going to start with Billy. Billy, this is very simple. You just have to lob a sphere from the wizard gizzard and have it land in the bucket on the floor. How we're going to do this is it's going to be kind of fun, and it's going to make Roll20 really mad. But Billy Dell, and Greta, you guys are all going to roll. I'm going to set a timer for 1 minute. You're going to roll as many times a dexterity check, an arcana check specifically. And Arcana. Yep.
Never mind.
What?
I have 2 student die in that, but that's just slow me down.
You can only use them once each, or you can really only use once.
Per skill.
Is it once per skill per long rest?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to change my sheet. Okay, sorry. Neither here nor there.
So for 1 minute, you're going to roll as many times as possible. It is a simple over underscoring. If you roll a 10 or lower, or sorry, 12 or lower, it doesn't go in. If it's 13 or greater, it goes in. You just tally mark however many you got in.
Are we rolling one at a time?
Nope, it's everybody for the whole minute as fast as possible.
No, I mean like click the Arcana button, or can I go in and roll 100 d20 and just boom?
You got to
I've
roll
rolled it.
one at once.
Okay.
All at once. I'm going to roll them the good old-fashioned way.
Am I able to use my own magic to like magic spells and abilities to enhance my ability? Like I had some spells that could be useful specifically for this.
Like what?
Pretty much.
One, I have adjusted density as a feature. I can half or double the weight of an object or creature that I see. And also I had, Mage Hand, Unseen Servant. I have options.
You would be allowed to, for lack of a better word, you would be allowed to cheat. You just might have to deal with the consequences of such actions.
Isn't that the same thing as not being allowed to cheat?
I mean, at least
We're
if you
allowed
did
to
Mage
cheat.
Hand, we would kind of see that, but we wouldn't see, let's say an unseen servant.
But specifically invisible.
Unless you're an arcane trickster.
So if you would like to, you can, but somebody might call you out.
Heard that.
Okay, let's see. If you do decide to use Mage Hand or some other form of spell to help yourself, it would be like a plus, let's say +3 to the roll.
Okay,
So it's not like you're just gonna auto get them all,
that's fair.
but
That's fair.
it'll at
Yeah.
least help give you a big thing.
What was the DC again? I'm sorry.
12.
Well, thank you.
It's got to be greater than 12. As for
So-
Archie and Jera, who are going to be, well, and Yorick for this round, who are going to be either encouraging or discouraging, you will also make you can make 4 rolls, one every 15 seconds, for either the encouraging or discouraging. You just roll your die, which is going to be an Arcana as well. No, I'm sorry. It was persuasion. Persuasion check with the DC of 12. And just tell me who it's going to.
So, like, that's not my turn yet, but when it comes to my turn, am I just spamming this button, or I gotta wait for the roll to happen and see the number and then say that's a pass fail? Or like, how do you want us to do it? Because then we're gonna have to go through everyone's spam and try to count between all of us. So how do you want us to do it?
If you want to spam it, you can spam it. Whatever you feel
Matt?
is going to get you the most points the quickest. Just know that Roll20, aka the Weave, might not be too happy with that. It might crash and burn it, but we're gonna.
Guys, please turn off advantage for this.
No.
How do you
You
even do
handle your
that?
turn. We'll handle our turns.
You do you.
I am turning off advantage. Good job.
I think we all also have to turn on our 3D die on the screen. Really
No.
freeze everything up forever.
No. No.
Speaking of which, let me go turn mine off.
Yeah.
Who rolled the 6d20? Andrew?
Yeah,
You? Oh, okay.
Weird, it doesn't say who it is.
I was trying to turn off advantage, but that's the best I could do. Sorry, guys.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I was gonna just remind I thought it was Donald. And
Oh.
I was like, Donald, you can't do that. You gotta roll them each individually.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
All right. So just to start the first minute off, so Archibald is encouraging Jera.
Archibald is encouraging Dell actually now that his
Del.
roomie's in the mix.
Okay.
I
So
didn't think I was playing.
you're
encouraging.
You're encouraging.
Oh, you wanted to encourage me to encourage? Right.
You can encourage or discourage any of the three that you would like. That would be one persuasion roll every 15 seconds. I'll have the timer up here when we get it started. And we'll see who wins. 1 minute's on the clock. A hush goes before the crowd.
Are you going to notify us every 15 seconds?
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
And the encouraging lasts for that 15 seconds. So Del, you are going to be encouraged for the first 15 seconds. So you'll take advantage on your rolls for the 15
Manage
seconds.
back on then.
I plan on because I'm not doing my match right. Like I'm
Not yet.
in this encouraging thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll 100% be going for Billy. Like I was like, Billy, my man.
Billy.
I just had advantage turned off.
I know. I just
Well, you got to roll first for persuasion, Yorick.
Yeah, there's a good chance I'll pass it. I say that I'm gonna. Well, I don't. I got an 11.
Billy's too
Hey.
focused. He doesn't hear a word you said.
Fantastic. So I don't have to worry about advantage.
Nope.
Good, because I don't
He
know how to
will
do
here
that
in
on my
another 15
skills.
seconds.
Well.
And then Jera, who are you encouraging?
Cross that bitch when I get to it.
Discouraging.
I'm encouraging Yorick.
Yorick?
I'm not going at the moment.
No, that does work. We
Oh.
can talk about that.
All right. Hey,
with
you got advantage because I rolled with advantage.
Yes.
Because
How do you put advantage on a skill?
I think you just need to turn advantage on period again.
It might be
Right,
used
I
to
did-
roll in person.
I still do not know how to turn off advantage,
Where's
so
roll advantage? Okay.
You do so next to core, bio, and spells,
That do
there's
advantage.
a little wheel there
There we
on the
go.
main character sheet. And then there's roll queries that you could do. I have mine to
yeah, I don't see any of
advantage
that.
toggled.
he's
Oh,
in
I
the
don't
app.
know on the app. I have no idea. I don't know what to tell you, dog.
All right.
Also, where do I turn off the
I
dice
got a
rolling?
natural 20 with my advantage. Do I have advantage?
It was enough to make him win.
You did not have advantage, but you still had enough to give Yorick the advantage. And we are going to begin in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh gosh,
God.
my poor computer.
Oh God, going
All
into
right,
this is going
15
to be
seconds is up.
Aha, I got an 18. Perfect. That was for Dell.
You definitely got advantage again. So
Oh, I don't see
got
anyone
it.
else's
Wait,
rolls
wait,
anymore.
Wait, Dell has
I got a
advantage
19
again?
and a 20. I got my good
Yeah, he
rolls
did have
to give
advantage
you-
again.
At 30 seconds.
That was a 17, so Dell still has advantage.
Yeah, same for you, Billy.
15 seconds. That was quick.
I
didn't see that one.
Yeah, I'm
It's
trying
fine,
to
we'll
grab
figure it
my
out later.
dice. Yeah,
And
it's under
time.
the portraits, and I can't see it.
Ooh, ending with a natural 20. Good job, Dell.
So then no, because he was only able to use his feature.
Isn't there a way to pop out the chat box?
Yes. You can click. How do we do this? I know there's a way to do it.
We've done it before.
I did it on accident.
Oh, I think you double click it. Did I
Yep.
just do it?
That's it.
There we go. That didn't help a whole lot, actually.
No, it really didn't. But
Okay.
holy crap, you guys rolled so many times.
Oh, view all chat entries for this game. It only goes back so far. If you
Yeah,
pop
I
it
was like,
out.
I literally can't see if I gave you the last advantage because you guys rolled too much.
Oh, you gotta click the chat log. Holy crap.
Okay, here we go.
I like how there's just a Yorick 6 lightning thrown in there in the
I
middle.
saw, I saw that. I was like, well, that's probably when I was testing my rolls. So you guys don't complain about my long turn.
Where the heck are we? I wrote start when we started. There it is. Got it. Okay.
So it does look like you did not get the last persuasion. Dell, I'm trying to find mine. And a question for you, Andrew, if you were helping me every single time on this,
Sure, why not?
then yeah, you're good on the last one, then Billy. So you got advantage the entire time.
right. So I know who's gonna lose this one. It's gonna be Greta, because she only got 11. But I do need to know how often you guys actually rolled, because now I'm really curious. So Billy,
Billy has that focus
second one.
face. He's going at it.
Billy's counting, I assume, and it looks like maybe Dell is counting as well.
Okay, so how I turn the rolling off before we get to my turn? I don't see that option.
It's the my settings on the like main screen. So the wheel on the top right where you
Hold on, I lost
Dice
something. Okay,
options,
wheel
table,
over here.
dice.
dice options.
There we go. Yeah, I was definitely on the character sheet. I never would have found it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just do a practice roll, D20,
Oh, this one.
and that's still rolled on my screen. Is there a save I need to do?
Is a 12 a loss or a win?
Loss.
Okay.
Why are you still rolling? I turned you on. Enable animated graphics. No, it's off. Oh, maybe it's dice option. Yeah, that's it. Sorry.
Holy cow.
So now, and one more time. Okay, I'm good to spam.
Okay, I found the beginning. Now I can start counting.
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see.
Okay, 1 minute was way too long.
Yeah,
Holy-
I'm literally right before I start mine, just spamming a whole bunch of just random letters on the keyboard so I can find it really quickly.
I typed start.
You did, and that was helpful. I was able to find it because of that. It just keeps going.
That's what she said.
There it is.
I thought about since cheating was allowed, turning on my macros on my mouse or keyboard. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. I just have it auto click for me. It's okay. With my rolls, I probably still would lose.
Still writing. Holy crap.
Guys, does this not look exactly like the red pill from the Matrix?
It
Yeah.
looks like you're
a
gonna
red
have
pill. I feel like that
it
was
looks
more
like
of a
you're
gel
gonna-
capsule.
it looks like a mic Ike.
Mike and Ike? Yeah, I could see that. We're about to see if they taste like Mike and Ike. So they clicked more in 1 minute than I thought they were going to be able to.
Okay, just look. So this is where I'm at currently, and I have not finished. This is how many.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm not done yet.
I may
So
have,
this was you fucked up.
I should have realized how just insane you guys were gonna get over a stupid game called Wizard.
Oh man.
Okay, so for the others in the party, Archie, Yorick, Jera, and yours truly, we're gonna take a little break. And when we
Okay.
get
I'll
back,
be back at like 8:30.
yes.
Yeah, we're gonna need that long.
I still haven't left yet because I put in the bed at 8:30.
Yes.
I mean, you guys could start.
Bruh.
Like, I don't mind missing a little bit. So
Well, it so uh who wants to announce their total first?
I will, since I'm an honest sort. Looking at you. I rolled 275 times.
Mhm.
I succeeded 142 times.
Nice, buddy.
And that is technically without advantage.
Nice.
So.
we had advantage on all of them.
Yeah, but I was copying and pasting /R 1d20 plus 2, which is how I got 275 in 1 minute. So it was one of those things. I took the risk. I thought I would roll faster.
I rolled 216 times. I missed 21. I succeeded 195.
Holy
Oh my goodness.
With the advantage and not advantages, what I did was when I went through and then checked when I had advantage or didn't have advantage, I was like, all right, so the first roll was this and the second roll was this, and adjusted that way. Dell considered altering the weight of some of them, but then decided against it last second. Once they're like, and go. He's like, oh, okay, go.
Billy, what was your total rolls?
275.
Huh.
Yeah, there was part there when I had advantage and then didn't have advantage. I stopped rolling, went over to the options, switched the advantage, then went back. He's like, wait, no, you do have advantage. Dang it. Went back.
Yeah, you missed a good chunk there.
Adjusted.
But the crazy thing is, like, Billy scored 51.6% of the time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Dell scored 90.2% of the time.
What's Dell's Arcana mod?
+6.
Oh, that's why. That's why. That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah, Arcana is one of his things.
Eh, Yeah, Dell's a nerd over here. Well, the rest of us are gonna have +0.
I thought this is why we were here.
I also didn't take advantage, which was a mistake.
Yeah, that helped me a lot.
I mean, I also like knowingly went into a match school not as a caster, so I mean, I can't complain.
Mhm.
Our friend Greta got 110. So she was the lowest, and she is going to be out. She's been kicked.
Yeah, we're done with you, Greta.
So now, Yorick, you do have a minute before you need to leave. Do you feel up to it?
No, we're doing the same thing. A full minute.
Who did that? Who did
Not
that?
it. Not it. What happened?
I mean, you can see the name. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna figure out what it would have been because I had advantage all 4 rounds, correct?
Yes, I passed to give you advantage every time.
You did.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and it goes. So, with
Now I gotta
my
know.
inspiration, do I get bonuses to this?
Your inspiration is a D4, right?
Yep.
So just roll a D4 real quick.
Roll D4.
Yeah, tracks.
That is fitting.
So you'll roll just a +1 to every one of these rolls.
That's effective.
It's gonna be much needed, and of course it was a 1 though.
That's funny.
Yeah, it would have been
All right.
super effective if you could roll good.
Yeah, that would have.
All right, and the same. Billy, Archie, Dell, and Jara are all not playing this round. So who is doing what?
I'm gonna heckle Quintilius in his beautiful face.
Thanks, buddy.
Like all of these people.
Since he's heckling Quintilius, Jera is going to encourage Quintilius.
Oh,
Are you kidding me? I'm literally in this, and it's your
contested
buddy.
rolls.
That's funny.
Which is funny because, like, I didn't think that inspiration would be so entirely meaningless. But yeah, you can add inspiration to one of your 500 rolls. If
Wait.
you want.
We got it where I get a +1 for all of them. So
DM ruling.
Okay.
Yeah, I ruled that was just gonna. Since
yeah, I got to roll a D4 and I rolled a 1, but
Apparently, my inspiration
about-
is a D6, by the way.
what's a D6?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
no, let me re-roll that.
At level 2?
According to my character sheet.
Aha, 2.
It's better.
Buddy.
I'm irritated. I was gonna need every help I can get with the +0.
All right, Billy, what are you doing other than counting way too many numbers that you don't need to count?
I just finished, so I'll add it up here in a second. Okay, so who I wasn't paying attention. So
Cheering
it's
or jeering?
Quint, Ezra, Yorick. Who's cheering on Ezra? I know Jara's cheering on Quintilius.
Who the heck is Ezra?
I don't know.
That's
Urza
how I have shortened Erzmatok.
Ah,
ERZA. Shorthand.
so yeah, Erzmiktok, Quintilius, and Yorick.
Yeah. Is anyone cheering on Yorick?
No.
No, actually, not yet.
Study group.
Oh man. Okay, no, Billy's definitely gonna. I was like, okay, yeah, someone's definitely cheering on Yorick, so he'll probably do Erzmatok. But if no one's doing Yorick, Billy's definitely gonna cheer for him. Shit.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I literally thought you were gonna say that. I was like, not one of you are gonna cheer me up. That's awesome.
I'm going.
What is it
Alright.
that we're rolling?
All right.
Okay. Let me
It's
put it in the bed.
persuasion.
Persuasion. Thanks, Joe.
So
And
then
then
I go for Erzmiktok. Archie is going to heckle Quintilius. Jared is
isn't-
going to encourage Quintilius.
Heckling is intimidation, right?
Yes.
Oof.
And Billy is going to encourage. So go ahead and get your first roll out. That's where we'll start.
If I
Billy
heckle,
got you.
if I heckle using a frog, can I use animal handling instead?
Yes.
I would like to use
As
a
long as you
frog to heckle
describe
you.
how you are using the frog to heckle.
See, CJ's getting
It's
this.
it's
If you
more
can
of a
describe-
distracting.
Yeah, so
This frog is
um,
better at this than you are.
Tobias is gonna sit atop my head, giving him about 4
Right.
feet of height, and using his long tongue will kind of like go in between the things that Quintilius is throwing and like kind of throw him off a little bit.
Ah, okay. I was what is going on?
I'll allow it.
Oh, thank goodness! From a +0 to a +6,
There we go.
natural 20. I'm good with my frog, man.
All right. So yours and Jara's are going to be contested. You win this one, and then in 15 seconds, you will both try again. At the beginning, Billy did give you advantage.
Ooh,
for
a
the first 15
20.
seconds.
Hell yeah.
And Dell, as much as you tried, not much.
No, he knows Arcana. He has a -2 in persuasion, and charisma in general. He's like,
Yeah, I was like,
show them
charisma.
what
I got this
you've
one.
got, but do it good.
Just for the record, with advantage, Billy got 214.
Yeah, there you go. Use
Out
advantage,
of how many?
boy.
275.
214, 275.
I'm only counting it as one roll, like whether or not it had advantage, right?
Yeah.
Because it's
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
Because
So-
you're rolling twice,
Yeah.
but like
Still
Mhm.
got only 78%.
I mean, that's still a lot. That's good.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It
I-
is.
If I get that, I'm gonna be ecstatic.
I only have a +2 to that, so like
Yeah, boy.
you know,
even
Right.
with the
Dell's
+1.
got a little bit higher.
Ready, set, go. Oh my gosh.
So much more relaxing to be on this side of it.
15
Fingers
seconds.
cramping.
Okay, I'm just seeing Yorick like
15 seconds.
25.
Oh, it's an 8.
I've seen some greens. I like greens. I'm so nervous. I'm gonna get off the
Seconds.
Arcana and start clicking something else.
20.
it went too fast. I couldn't see what I rolled.
Oh, I'm not even checking. Yeah.
I'm almost done. So that starting to hurt.
15 seconds.
Dang it! I don't think I gave you advantage.
Just an 11.
Wait, I had an 11.
Same.
Now let me see yours.
3, 2,
Come
1,
on, Yorick.
0.
So we went 50-50 on heckling and encouraging Quintilius.
Nice.
Oh, did you? That's funny.
Oh, Archibald. Yeah, we both rolled an 11. Archie.
So then I get a +1 on the 2. What's my DC again for it?
A 12. There's Dell's rolls. I just need to find out where Yorick starts to roll just above.
Andrew, you did animal handling.
I could see it here.
I didn't do animal handling.
1,
I
Did.
see animal
persuasion.
handling on one of them at least.
So I know
I-
you just answered this, but it
I
left
like
my
to
mind.
think
What was
that-
It's like not even possible.
Wait, there's animal handling
wait,
for
wait.
I would have to
Andrew
scroll
and
up.
Dell.
I think that was a. Let me see when this is.
So all three of y'all rolled animal handling.
Here's the
What-
big.
Well,
uh,
I
What's the
bet
DC
I
again?
did.
That was a previous. That was a previous day. I went too far back.
DC.
Billy's massive roll of 1479 gets you pretty close to the start of this one.
Yeah, you're welcome. Actually,
Uh,
doesn't it? You're fine.
So while he rolls all of his things, I have how many Quintilius and Erzmiktok rolled or got right over here.
What's the DC again?
12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
So it's going to
What was the
one of those three out.
9, 10, 11, 12,
what was the DC
13,
for encouragement?
14,
12.
Wow. Okay.
15. I got a double nat 20 a couple times, it looks like.
Yeah, I saw
How-
that.
Do you know how many times you gave me?
Looks like 2. Yeah. I rolled 2 11s and 2 20 pluses. So you got it in the first and the third quarter.
Oh yeah, I'll be able to see your
Yeah.
part. Okay, so 1, 2,
Just
3, and you said the
speed up
third.
the
So 1, 2,
recordings process.
3,
We're just going to say that math
5.
happened here.
I forgot we were.
Yes, York ended up getting 369 out of 411 shots with an 89.8% success rate.
Almost an A. Dang it.
Almost, but not quite. Mira does walk over after the second round with her arms crossed. She's like, "So guys, how's it going? Who's winning?"
Well,
I'm like,
none of us have
was
lost.
that good? Did I do good?
There are lots of flashing lights over here, that's for sure.
Yeah, I can
You
feel
know
the
what?
sparks from over on the other side. That was amazing, Yorick.
You know what, guys? I don't think the stakes are high enough.
There are
I
stakes.
don't. You know, like I think you guys need to like, what are you even playing for right now? A couple of copper or something? Like, come on, let's do something.
We were gambling?
Me?
We're just
Hey,
doing we're having fun.
Javanesh, and she turns back to the barkeep. Hey, do you still have that thing that you've been trying to get rid of? She kind of nods her head. Toss it over here. Let him play for it. All right. She reaches underneath the bar, scoops up what looks like a small, about, I don't know, softball sized gray satchel and tosses it right over after making sure it is quite well tight. She sets on a table in front of Dell just because that happens to be where she's standing. Slaps down on a table. How about you guys play for this? It's a bag of tricks.
Ooh, I
What?
like tricks.
It could be a little bit of fun.
Does Billy have any idea what it might be, having worked here for a week?
Well, a bag of tricks alone is a magical item. You could do either history or arcana.
We have a history. Just
Billy,
see
you
if he
see
was.
out of your peripheral vision, Jera is up beside you, just wrapped in attention, and she says, I have to know what's in there.
18.
18?
Well, if I win, I'll give it to you.
Really? Because you're definitely going to win. You like double
Well,
the
I
rest
say
of
that
us.
I say that to Jara. It's like, hey, if I win this, I'll give it to you.
She's like,
You know that a bag of tricks typically has essentially something inside of it that you can pull out and throw, and it will create into the real world. It's usually something small, but you know that like different colors can mean different things and things like that too. So you're not sure what like gray does, or you know, versus whatever other colors there are, but you know that it can produce a a thing, like a living thing, out of it for a short period of time. So round two, we are going to shorten it because goodness. So who wants to go up against whom? Who wants to go up against Erzmiktok? Who wants to go up against Billy?
I,
I mean,
want to go
Billy's.
against not Billy. York would personally probably try to stick with. Well, this guy was in my group. I'm going to try to go against him. Is
Okay.
what York would try to do.
Sure.
CJ, we cannot hear you. Nope. Nope.
Nope. Uh-oh. Big fat no.
Yeah. Yeah, still nothing.
Is
Sing
he
us the
actually
song of your
talking,
people.
or is he just mouthing words?
I hope he's just mouthing and he's pulling just the biggest prank on us.
Because we are all
We
black.
try.
Hey!
That's weird because I mean everything looks like it's plugged in, but it's just not receiving the sound. I'll just use the other mic then.
Lame.
Dell wanted to go against Yorick, but if he picked Rizmatok, then he's gonna look over at Billy then.
If you like really wanted to, like I wasn't set in stone. So if you made that implication that you wanted to, he probably would go ahead.
He definitely would have like as you were like turning to look at Rizmatok, then he would have like jumped over and be like, Yorick, that was amazing. Shall we challenge each other?
Sure.
Excellent.
I mean, I gotta win this for Jara though, but may the best man win.
Thank you.
Kara is holding her hands like this and whispering, kind of in a corner. He's going to cast Unseen Servant. He is coaching it to alley-oop. She's also going to inspire Yorick again.
My man. Alley-oop. Coach the alley-oop. I love that.
At risk of playing the meta, is it obvious that Jara is casting a spell over there in the corner?
In a crowded room, in a bar, somebody who's 3 feet tall. Shut up.
I'm 4 foot tall. I can see
Vocal,
underneath
somatic, vocal and somatic components for Unseen Servant.
DM.
Your perception check.
What's your passive perception?
I got a good PP. Let me tell you that.
I'll tell you that right now.
16.
16?
Yeah.
I mean, Jared, you were trying to be inconspicuous.
Yeah.
She didn't want to be seen doing that. I mean, yeah.
You did give me better
They use the word
inspiration this time.
whispering in a corner.
Yeah, I would say you probably wouldn't see her unless you were specifically like going out and looking for her.
Yeah, no reason to do that.
All right. I had to get Erzmiktalk's rolls out of the way. Okay. So we're gonna do 15 seconds.
Mhm.
Let's
You
see.
stupid. I cut 6
All 4 of you
Arcana.
guys are gonna play at the same time. It's just gonna be 2 different games. So Billy versus Erzmiktalk and Dell versus Yorick. Does everybody have all of their tricks?
For this one, no, he wouldn't have been using the Unseen Servant for this one. He is gonna alter the gravity of some, so that would just be 10 extra
Sure.
points. But I'll just add that with the math.
Yeah. Yorick, you get your +4. You rolled a D8.
Oh yeah, it was a 6.
Yes.
You're right. I swear this is a 1 I'm gonna lose in mind. Whatever. I'll take it.
That will give you 2. Unseen Servant gives you a +3.
Hell yeah. Still almost as much as Dell.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's got a plus.
Hey, I'll take it. I'm excited.
So let me get our little clock out. It's only 15 seconds. It's gonna go by way faster. A hush goes before the crowd. Erzmiktalk looks over at Billy. Watching you. Going down, brother.
It was like, let's have a good game.
And go.
No, I'm on the wrong one. Oh, same roll anyway.
Time's up.
On the
yes.
bright side, some of my animal handling is the same role.
Oh, did I need
I
to roll
was so-
persuasion for assisting?
Yes.
Sorry.
And yours too, Angel.
Sorry, Dell.
I got a 24.
Yeah.
Okay. No, 24.
All right. So Archie doesn't do much, unfortunately. Yorick does have advantage.
Did you type start in?
No, I forgot. But I will tell you where.
York
Are they
rolled a
time-stamped?
D8. Okay, I think I found it. Didn't you roll the D8 and then the D6 right before, Donald?
Yes. Yes.
Right there. Okay.
I'm still trying to find that.
Erzmigtalk is probably out. He rolled 140 of his 177. So he did do better. But not as good.
All right, cool. So that's good. 1, 2.
Oh, I need to go much lower, I think.
That's what she said.
Nice.
Okay, so that was my solo game.
Yeah, Yorick's and Dell's is really going to come down to, I think, who mashed the button faster.
Yeah, he has a +1 difference than me, so that's gonna help. I'm feeling like I clicked faster, but we'll see. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, dang it. I got
So now I
start
gotta-
over. I was seeing some
Was
of the
it-
Yorks,
so
and I was
12?
thinking, that's me.
12 DC, right?
Yep. 12.
Okay, so I just need 7 or higher. Oh, I almost did exactly what you did. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, do you only fail if you get a nat 1?
Yeah, you just fail on this one.
No, I'm just thinking about like for CJ. I think that's the only way he can fail is if he gets a nat 1.
Well, no. I mean, he's just got a +6.
Oh, sorry, it threw me off when I saw red was 7, and in my head I needed a 7 or higher, so my brain went somewhere else. I was thinking I'm not going to be. No, that makes more sense.
15 seconds is still too long.
3.
A quarter of the time.
Well, it took like 20 minutes last time, so
So it should take 5 minutes this time.
exactly.
Fingers crossed, of course. And that a DM or a wayward player doesn't just start yelling out random numbers.
Yeah. I'm gonna mute you because I don't trust you.
Wonder if I can whisper to just a single person. Let's see.
Okay, done.
Who's done?
Dale's
Right.
done.
No. What was your total?
Total, he rolled 95 times.
Okay.
He made 80 naturally. With the alter density, he made 90 and missed 5.
Wow.
The advantage would have been nice, but it's okay. It's okay. I think with advantage, he would have gotten them all.
Yeah, as of right now, I've missed 1.
That's nerve-wracking.
2. I say that and I immediately saw another one.
He's looking close to finishing up. He's circling his wins.
Oh yeah, with advantage, he definitely would have. The problem is he just didn't understand what Archie yelled when he yelled. It was something encouraging, but he was like, wait, what? Oh.
I want to say that Billy threw 72.
67.
Oh.
It was over under because 69 would have been exactly a quarter of how many you rolled last time. And I was like, I bet he did a little bit better. And
I didn't have advantage this time
Past
around.
you, Del.
Oh, that's right.
You didn't have advantage.
Never got advantage, so I had 67 over 125.
67 over 125. All right.
Okay. Yes, I got mine now.
I realized that I did Earth McTalk's numbers wrong. But it is a very easy fix since his is all made up
All right.
numbers.
I rolled 107 times, and I passed 105.
Wow.
Hey, I beat you on clicks.
How much you get?
125.
105.
Yeah, it's probably when I panicked and realized I wanted animal handling. Because I don't know. But luckily, +0 on both.
All right. Erzmik Talk's actual numbers. I rolled as if he had rolled for the entire minute, which got him the 177.
Oh.
He got 35 out of 45 of his shots. Billy got
That's a good percentage.
65. Yeah, he got a good percentage on it. Billy's was 53.6% at 67 and 125. Dell got 90 out of 95 for 94.7%. York got 105 out of 107 for 98.1%. Almost perfect.
Ooh.
I missed 2.
This
That's
means
crazy.
that Erzmik Talk has been knocked out, and so has our friend Dell. He's been knocked out
Bum.
for this last round. Billy v. Yorick.
Dun 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 dun.
We all saw this coming.
It had to be this way, and I'll reach out for a handshake.
Aww.
Billy 100% yeah, no, he shakes that hand.
I thought you were saying no. I was like, bro.
He's like-
100% turns around. No.
Let's just have a good time.
I'm with you.
Give him a show.
That's right. Whoever wins, all that's important is that you had a good time. Also, that we
I
get.
thought
that
you really
time
wanted this bag.
Yeah, I was about to say, ain't nobody believe in that, Jared, and that is fine.
I thought you really wanted me to win this bag for you. Isn't that what you were most excited about?
Yeah, that's what she said. Also, that I get this shiny button.
Oh,
Billy's
okay.
definitely gonna be like, hey, can y'all cheat just as hard on my end as she is on hers? Because y'all know she's cheating.
Wait, what? That's all Dell says.
This is not a magical competition.
Well, I'm
Your
just
voice is
saying,
like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Feel like he's totally oblivious.
Archibald, after hearing that there's some cheating going on, is going to cast fog cloud over the thing that they're throwing on.
Okay.
Now
So this
nobody
is
can
it.
see it.
So this is advanced difficulty.
Yes.
May I look at Billy and like may the best guesser win?
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
So
Fuck it ain't.
that will give everyone disadvantage.
Good.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay.
Jar, you helping me out?
Of course.
Do you
Yeah.
have another die to give?
Come on, Billy. Show him your ways.
Okay, D6, right? Not a D8, not a D4. D6, right?
Yep.
Okay, I have to say don't say anything, so I'm not pissed.
Well, I'm reading my spell and I'm trying to figure out if my unseen servant has blind sight.
No.
How do you know?
Well, you can give it a task. So I mean, it's not written that it has blind sight, but if you want to read between the lines, then sure.
I'd say you'd have to read between the lines to say that it uses visual perception.
I don't know. I just work here.
It's invisible, so light can't reflect off its corneas, therefore it can't perceive with the visual.
It's a beautiful tangent. I love it.
You know, it's funny because I saw, Benny Lee Mulligan have a same argument about being fully invisible, except for they left the pupils so that they were able to see, and so they were able to be seen. Because they needed the pupils to not be invisible so they could see.
There you go, Billy.
Nah.
Say, go school, Dad. Actually, no.
Well,
He's going to cast Druidcraft, which you can use to tell the weather next 24 hours. And says, so on the next forecast, it looks like Billy's, and it's going to crackle with thunder. Bring in the thunder.
and then you'll need to roll yours too, Andrew.
I'm rolling persuasion.
Yes.
Yeah, I totally know how to do that and everything. What I did.
Dope.
Boom.
Normal rolls. Let me turn off advantage and disadvantage. There we go. Normal.
All right, so you're back to normal rolls. Archibald is back to
Billy.
Billy is back to normal rolls. And then Dell, did you work? Who are you working
Hey,
with?
he was trying to cheer for Billy, but that's how it turned out.
Okay.
So when you toss the balls into the holes, do it quickly, faster than Yorick. You have to be quick when you toss the balls into the holes.
Billy's just like, yeah. Thanks, Dal. That's good advice.
What's your current relationship score with Mina, Dell?
1. Because I
One.
mean, I met her at the place,
Yeah.
and after this, I guess it'll be 2, hopefully.
Yeah, I think it would. Let me see where hers is.
Let me see. Mina Lee.
York's over here like shaking his finger. He's like, I've never done so much lightning before.
Let's not see true protect that.
I mean, for someone who doesn't do magic, you're doing magic pretty damn well.
I'm doing the very basic of magic very well. Let me point
Hey.
that out there.
All magic starts with the basic there, Yorick. You're doing a great job. You should be proud of yourself.
Hey, you know what they say? The
um,
difference between the novice and the master is that the master has failed more times than the novice has tried. And he's like, "Ooh, ooh."
So I was like,
Oh,
I once knew a guy who said it's more terrifying to go up against a novice than a master. A master, you can guess what his next move will be because he's mastered it. He's going to do the same thing. A novice, you never know what's coming out that finger.
you know, I use that same argument against my dad. I was like, if I don't know what the hell I'm doing, how they're gonna know what I'm doing? Apparently, it was an acceptable answer.
never
Yeah,
is.
you shouldn't talk back to your dad.
I didn't think it was talking back, but
I
just
mean,
a stupid kid who don't know anything, right?
it like did sound like you were being a bit of a smart ass. That's okay. That's part of growing up. You'll learn.
Are we ready?
No.
This looks like it's just straight with a little bit of an advantage on Yorick. I think he has a
Like he
plus
needed
4.
it.
All right. Are we ready? Get set. Go.
All right. It looks like it's pretty even on. Oh, Billy got a big streak there.
Oh, stop clicking. I was
Oh.
off.
Oh, Billy got ahead.
Stop.
I was not clicking on anything for like 2 seconds. Oh, that
Sucks to suck. You're still gonna probably beat him.
I see a lot
Oh,
of
did
reds in
anyone
there.
put start into the chat?
No, I only thought I was only smart for the first one. Okay.
Okay. Let's see. So Dell's rolling. So that's last round. Okay.
There should be some persuasion checks in there.
There we go. There's persuasion. Archibald rolled a nat 20. Thank you, Archie. All right, there I am.
Too far. There we go.
Man, we did roll a lot in that short time. Okay, so then I need DC 12, right?
Yep.
So I need an 8 or higher. Okay. One.
Just sheer numbers. He's gonna win it. Statistically speaking. 'Cause I had to roll a 13.
Wait, what was the DC for this?
Wow.
Well,
12.
Holy crap, that sucks. 4, 5, 3, 4, 6, 4. Ouch.
I definitely failed a lot of these.
Yeah, man. I rolled terrible.
y'all are getting tired.
The game has said, okay, y'all stop it. Keep rolling like this, I'm gonna give you nat ones.
I definitely got a couple of those.
Are we gonna be doing the same thing next week? Because I could whip up a Python script to roll a few thousand times in a second. If we...
Where's the fun in that?
I'm not gonna read a few thousand rolls in a second.
Oh well, I mean, it would calculate.
That's
You
fair.
could definitely-
That's fair.
You could definitely see the area where I got off target for a second.
There's just a lot of Billy.
Yeah.
Some more writing than I'm used to.
Didn't Andrew have um inspiration for this session? Because he won the game last week.
Did he?
I forgot about that.
I failed the test and won the game.
I lost the game.
I lost the game.
Mhm.
Dumb. I'm gonna have to recount probably. I have to recount.
What'd you do?
I was off by 10 and I wasn't for sure. My brain mixed it up somehow. I'm not for sure which way I needed to correct.
Mhm.
Long story short, my brain betrayed me and I didn't know how to fix it.
Wow, math minor, excuse me.
Oh, just stop.
Shut up.
I told you that in confidence.
Well, it really made my teacher bad because I have dysgraphia, so they couldn't really read my writing at all. And then I'm pretty sure I'm dyslexic. Never got it diagnosed, but man, it's one of those like I'm good at math, but I had to go slow because I kept flipping the stuff around in my head. So I was good at it, but slow.
A lot of studies have shown that like dyslexia doesn't actually affect the ability to like excel in those places. It's just you have that block that kind of makes it smidge more difficult.
Yeah, I was trying to explain to my 8-year-old that was my best and my hardest subject. And I don't think he could comprehend it.
That's how a lot of them go, though. Like the ones that are the hardest are usually the ones that you also put in the most work or like cared enough to really like focus hard, put your head down and do it. That's pharmacology for me, man. When it comes to pharmacology, I struggle.
Maybe it's not this. I do think I beat you, but we'll see.
Wow, this is coming straight down to a Bush versus Gore. Well, I had to do a recount in Florida, so
My brain's stupid. Sorry.
Okay, so is most of Florida's.
it's funny because Florida is full of stupid people.
91, 92.
Oh, I should have done that. That would have been funny. But me. Oh, actually, no, he can do that. They're both his friends.
By the way, Philip, you better freaking like this shirt because more than likely I got COVID from that concert.
I mean, you did go to a concert. What did you expect?
Actually, that makes a lot of sense now that I think about it.
Even before 2020, people were still probably catching COVID at concerts.
It's actually where it started.
Oh,
There's a bunch of nasty concerts, and it was weird. It was like in an alleyway, like a legit alleyway.
he fully expects that he lost, but like he didn't
Well,
give
no.
up.
I was
Yeah,
pretty
man.
confident I was winning, but then I see you're doing a lot.
All right, you guys got your numbers?
I'm almost done. I think I got my number, and I went last every time, so I'll go ahead and go first.
All right.
My number is written down,
Okay.
so regardless of what it is, I can prove or I can show. So won't change.
Okay. I'm pretty sure my end result was I don't know how many losses. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But I got 85 passes.
No! Ah!
81.
Oh!
That's
Oh.
why I was getting.
And if
I was
you
trying to keep
think
track of how many I failed, which is why I had to recount the first time. And I was like, I'm dropping that. I'm not counting that because it's way too many.
Which is fine, because Dell was absolutely gonna use his alter density to help you, Billy. But since there's a fog cloud on there, he wouldn't know where to help you. So he didn't. You would have had 10 more points.
Oh,
No more cheating.
But you cheated
Man.
by you anti-cheated.
Yes.
Now,
Bill,
to be
Billy's
fair,
definitely like proud of himself.
And York
though.
still cheated.
like York would have felt like obviously inspired. I had zero idea about the unseen servant that one round. Though.
Yeah.
Like just throw it out there.
Yeah, Dell would know. He didn't see that either. If he knew there was an unseen servant, he would have made his own, but he didn't.
I imagine I was like so busy trying to blast out as many as possible that I don't even notice the one that went all the way over there. Ollie to the basket. That was so close, Billy.
Mina walks over to you, Yorick, and sets the bag in your hands and says, "Congratulations. You are in order. Our first year winning at the Wizard Gizzard game." And the crowd kind of goes a little wild. Most people are drinking at this point.
Like
Are you
you see York so excited that he won at a Magic game. Like he thought this was not a possible thing.
Aww.
Let me do a real. Let's see.
Billy is 100% cheering for him. Like Billy is all in.
Let's see. What did I get? You definitely see a tear of how excited he was. Like I won a Magic game. Like oh my goodness. Like I used to not be able to do Magic. I'm so freaking excited. I am jumping up like, and then like once I like calm down, I'm like, oh, good game, Billy. That was super close.
do you give the bag to Jera or do you hold it for yourself?
When I calm down, I'm gonna give it to Jara.
Okay.
Oh, really?
and then
Are
I'll
you
give
sure?
Billy a
You
hug.
don't have to. She's just snatch it. Thank you very much.
Jera, your bag.
And then York
is-
gives Billy a hug, and then he's like, "Thanks for the tutoring lessons, man."
Jared's going to
And leave it.
immediately reach into the bag and grab something and pull it out.
Okay. So the bag appears empty, but when you reach inside, you feel the presence of a small fuzzy object. With your action, you can pull it out and throw it up to 20 feet away. Where are you throwing it to?
Can I pull it out and see if it's cuddly?
Not yet. It has to land.
Okay. I will.
Normal initiative.
I guess I'll go outside.
Okay.
She reaches her hand in there, has a look on her face, and then runs outside with her hand still in the bag.
Is it like warm and fuzzy?
Yep, it feels alive.
Okay.
Jetta?
Roll me a D8.
A D8. Okay. Oh, we'll find it. There it is. 88.
What'd you get?
A 5. Just
Hey.
kidding. I don't know what that is.
You throw this fuzzy object from the bag. You throw it as far as you can. It lands and transforms into a panther. It turns around and looks at you and dashes toward you and rubs up next to you. All cuddly.
I'm
The
going to
creature,
cast Speak with Animals.
yeah, sure. I'm going to show this to you so that you have it.
Great bag of tricks.
Hello, kitty. What's your name?
My name is Cayman.
Cayman. I like it. That's a strong name.
You better believe it, I'm a strong pussy.
Yikes.
I'm sure you are. Do you like? I'm going to rifle through my bag for some sort of food item. Do I have any food items?
Do you?
I mean, it
Do you
probably.
keep food items on your person? Like energy bars?
I feel like
granola,
I would.
trail mix?
I think that Sarah has at least 3 different types of snack
I
carry around with.
can see
Yeah, she's got the little applesauce cups and
that.
yes, actually, roasted salted peanuts are my favorite food.
A little known fact.
I mean, of course, secondary to the warm, torn flesh of a freshly dead animal.
Right, nothing like it. So, do you go back in the bag or?
I'll just hang around for a little bit and then get out of here.
I'll be sad to see you go. Okay, so I'm just gonna make friends with the cat, and
So,
So
the rules of everything have been written down in there. Basically, the animal will stay until the next dawn, or if its HP drops to 0, you can pull up to 3 animals out at once,
ooh,
but you can't choose.
that's handy.
But as you pet this panther and get to know Cayman a little bit closer, you hear some panicked shouting coming from inside of the tavern. The people who are still inside, you see Chef Curdy with her braided hair flapping wildly emerges at a run, shouting and waving her arms. The steam, it's too spicy. It's trying to kill us. The tavern is so busy that most patrons probably didn't immediately notice her panic, but Tooth does. He's momentarily overwhelmed by those students in the overflow seating who are sitting closer to the kitchen who have noticed and are trying to get away from the kitchen as fast as they possibly can. You guys do have a clear path to the kitchen door. Jera, you are currently outside, but you do hear the screams and see a lot of people running out of the building. And that is where we are going to end our session tonight.